All right, TSAP family. My name is Valentine Eboese, and I am here for TSAP Educational Services. Today, we are going to be talking about how to apply and win a Commonwealth Scholarship. This is brought to you courtesy the Ultimate Scholarship Masterclass. The Masterclass is coming up on the 29th of this month, May 2026, where we are going to be teaching you how to win a scholarship, how to apply to a scholarship, how to optimize your documents. We are going to be giving you links on apply to several scholarships, and you can go ahead to apply to them on your own. The masterclass will only cost about 20,000 naira to register. So do well to click the link, register for the Ultimate Scholarship Masterclass if you would like to get more from the Ultimate Scholarship Masterclass. However, for now, we are just going to be showing you the Commonwealth Scholarship, how to apply and win the Commonwealth Scholarship. All right, so we are going to be looking at the Commonwealth Scholarship in detail. If you join our masterclass, our scholarship masterclass, you're also going to join a members only group where we can also walk you through step by step on how to apply to certain scholarships. Remember, applying to scholarships takes strategy, and this strategy is what we are going to be discussing in the scholarship masterclass. So let's move on. How to apply and win the Commonwealth Scholarship. So in the last video, we talked about the Sharing Scholarship, which you can watch in the link around this video. Right about now, today we are going to be talking about the Commonwealth Scholarship. All right, so let's look at the Commonwealth Scholarship. What is the Commonwealth Scholarship? So, important note first, it is important to note that the application for the 2027, 2026, 2027 Commonwealth Scholarship are now closed. But I will tell you in this video why now is the best time to start your application journey, creating your documents and etc. Just like I did in the Sharing Scholarship. When a scholarship is closed, that is not a time for you to relent. That is a time for you to start packing your document, waiting for the next start date, and be the very first to apply when the scholarship opens. Okay, so scholarship opened last year, November 12, 2025, and closed 9th of December 2025. So you can see it's a very, very short window. Right? What does that tell you? That tells you that in around September, October, November this year, the Commonwealth Scholarship will be open for applications again. So it is best you start creating your documents, applying to schools that are supported by the Commonwealth Scholarship, applying to courses that are supported by the Commonwealth Scholarship before it opens, so that once it opens, you put in your documents and you are able to start your application. Remember, if you join the scholarship masterclass, the Ultimate Scholarship Masterclass, which we are selling for only 20,000 naira, if you join that masterclass and you are a part of the community, if you need to apply to any of these schools, we will apply to them on your behalf without collecting any money, for free. That is the benefit you get from joining the masterclass, just a way to aid you to get the scholarships. So click on the link around this video, join our scholarship masterclass taking off on the 29th of May, so that you can enjoy this benefit. So start your application early, start applying to schools, so that once the scholarship kicks off, you'll be the first to know. All right, so let's move to the next slide. What is the scholarship? What the scholarship is for, right? What the Commonwealth Scholarship is for. So the Commonwealth Scholarship is a need-based scholarship, right? countries that are developing countries, right? So for you to be a part of this scholarship, you have to prove that you do not have the finances, to study abroad, like in the UK, right? You have to prove that you do not have the finances to study in the UK, and you need you'll be of relevance to your society upon graduation, right? So this kind of scholarship is for developing countries. They want to develop the citizens of that country so that they can go back to their country and give back to their country. So what does that tell you? That tells you that at the end of this scholarship, you are probably going to have to go back to your country and implement what you have learned. Okay, so if that is something you would like to do, then this scholarship is for you. If you are a student that do not have the required funds to apply to the UK and fund yourself in the UK, this scholarship is for you. So let's move on. Basic requirements. So be a citizen of that country or have a refugee status in a Commonwealth eligible country. Be permanently resident in an eligible Commonwealth country. That means you don't have to only be a citizen, you have to be living in that country. Okay, you have to be living in that country. Alright, be available to start your masters in the UK, say September or October 2027, because this is 2026, right? And the application for 2027 opens at the end of this year, right? So that's why it is now. Start creating your documents now, start applying for your transcripts, start doing all that stuff now, doing your research now, so that you can join the 2027 batch, as the 2026 batch will be going very, very soon. Have at least 2-1 in your undergraduate degree, right? That's a second class upper, a 2-1 in your undergraduate degree, or you have a 2-2 plus a relevant postgraduate qualification, usually a master's degree. So if you have a 2-2, then you have to have a relevant postgraduate, degree, or even maybe a work experience as well, relevant work experience. You also must not have studied or worked for one academic year or more in a high income country. So maybe you stayed in the US for like 1 year before now, or worked in the US for one year before now, for example. I'm just saying. So you should not have studied or worked for one academic year or more in a high income country. So you should not have studied in a high income country or worked in a high income country for at least 1 year before you start your application. So moving on, you should be unable to afford studying in the United Kingdom. You should not be able to afford studies in the United Kingdom without a scholarship. Remember, I told you the Commonwealth Scholarship is a need-based scholarship. All right, so you should not be able to afford studies in the United Kingdom, right? Choose an approved master course from the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship eligible course list, right? So I will show you that right now. So let me just pull this up. So this is the Commonwealth Scholarship website. All right, so let us look at the list of courses. By the way, look below this video. I will drop links for you to go on this site, links that goes directly to these pages. All right, so you can see Liverpool Hope University, you can see MA Disability Studies. This is one. You see London School of Economics. So these are some of the courses. So you can see courses: MSc Health, Psychology, Clinical Research, Public Health. You can see these courses. So check for which one is fitting for you, check on your under your department. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 sections. Check which one you would like and apply to this school and the course. Okay, do not just apply to any course and hoping you get a Commonwealth scholarship. It has to be listed on the website, and the link is below this video where you can go and check which is listed. So you can just check the sections. This is strengthening peace, security, and governance. You can see all the courses under this. Just check and see which you are eligible for and apply to this this course. And remember, if you join the Ultimate Scholarship Masterclass, we can apply to these courses for you at no extra cost. All right, so lifting up some of the weight off of your shoulders, and we are going to be giving you support throughout the entire process. Okay, so register for the Ultimate Scholarship Masterclass today. It's only 20,000 Naira. Okay, so that is for the list of courses. You can also check out the list of schools. I've also dropped the link to the list of schools, so you can see these schools are eligible, right? You can see different schools, eligible schools, right? You can see Abasta University, you can see Bangor, you can see Bournemouth, you can see so many schools are eligible for the Commonwealth Scholarship. But in as much as the school is eligible, not all courses are eligible in the school. So that is why it is important you go here and check the school and the course. Check through your field of study from this left corner of the screen. Check and see which one you would like to apply for and apply to that directly. Reach out to TSAP Educational Services if you have joined the Ultimate Scholarship Masterclass, and we'll be ready to put you through. All right, so moving on. So requirements, basic requirements, I touched on that. Required documents: your international passport, academic transcript, degree certificate, 2 reference letters, admission letter if you already have one. That tells you that you have to start applying now, right? Start your application now / next year, so that when you start your scholarship application, you don't have to imagine you have just 1 month or less to apply for the scholarship. Is that when you want to start applying to schools? So start now. Join the Ultimate Scholarship Masterclass. Let us guide you, and then let us help you apply to these schools, so that once the scholarship is out, you can take advantage of that window and apply. Okay, so you need an admission letter, you need evidence of English language ability, maybe a medium of instruction letter from your school, or if you have IELTS, that is wonderful. So you need a strong personal statement, which we are going to be also discussing in the Ultimate Scholarship Masterclass, how to write a killer statement of purpose, right? A personal statement, a strong personal statement, or a statement of purpose, right? You also need any extra documents required by the university or your course of study. Some courses may require a portfolio, etc. So you also need any of those extra documents. So let's move on. So step-by-step application guide. This is how you do your application step by step, right? So let's look at it here. Check if you are from an eligible country. That's number 1. Nigeria is eligible, so you have to check if you are from an eligible country. Choose an eligible master's course, right? Check the university's own admission requirements. So if you join our master class, we will check for you the requirement, and we will help you apply to these universities if you want us to, right? That is an add-on for you if you join our Ultimate Scholarship Masterclass. Apply to the university's course, create an account on the CSS application portal. So CSS means Commonwealth Scholarship Commission, right? CSS application portal. So there is an application portal which I'm going to show you, where you are going to create your account, and also fill the form. Also, with this video, I'm going to be sharing the form that you can fill beforehand, right? So fill that form. Make sure you fill the form before you open your account, so that it will be easier for you to go through the process. Or I will show you how to download the form in a bit, right? So complete the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship application form, right? This is it, right? Complete the application form, right? Upload your supporting documents. Those are the documents that I just touched on earlier, all right? Submit before the deadline. Submit your application before the deadline. Wait for your nomination. It is that simple, right? It's that simple. So when do you start your application, your scholarship application? You start now, right away. You start now, right away. Do not wait till that time. Start gathering your transcripts, start gathering your knowledge. Start now, start now. All right. So, and start by registering for the Ultimate Scholarship Masterclass to get more insight as to how to apply and optimize your documents, right? What the scholarship covers, right? The Commonwealth Shared Scholarship covers the following, right? Full approved tuition fees, right? So whatever your tuition fee is, the Commonwealth Scholarship will cover that full, right? Return airfare from your home country to the UK and back, right? So they are going to pay for your flight ticket to and fro, monthly living allowance or stipends, warm clothing allowance where applicable, thesis dissertation grant where applicable, student travel grant, so contribution towards mandatory tuberculosis tests where required. So they will literally do everything for you. The Commonwealth Scholarship, you literally will get everything done for you, right? Child allowance in specific cases for eligible single, widowed, or divorced parents, right? So for the 2026-2027 intake, there was a 1,450 stipends for those outside of London and 1,780 pounds stipends for those inside of London. So in addition to getting all of this, you'll be getting this amount monthly, right, paid to you for you to be able to take care of yourself, feed, transport yourself to school, etc. So the Commonwealth Scholarship is fantastic if you can take advantage of it only today, right? So join our Ultimate Scholarship Masterclass and we'll be talking more on how to apply, how to, be the best standout during your application process. Okay, so simple action plan for the next round of scholarship. Like I said, start checking the CSS portal. Oh yes, before I forget, let me show you the portal. So this is the Commonwealth Scholarship portal. This is what it looks like. So you see existing user, you see new user. Now you cannot create an account because the scholarship is not on, but keep an eye on this portal. The links are below, right? So once the Commonwealth Scholarship comes up, come to this link, click this here, new user, and you'll be allowed to create an account. Okay, so let me show you how I got here from the Commonwealth page, right? You click on how to apply here. You see the CSC Central, right? You click on that and it takes you straight to the portal. Also, you see list of approved courses, list of approved universities, and also take note that this scholarship is for master's applicants. All right, so if you have any issues in the process, you can reach out to them through this this email right here and so on. So why not save the links? Once it opens, come back and apply for your Commonwealth scholarships. That's simple. Link to the portal is down below this video. So all you need to do, click the link, it takes you here, and then you create your account and you start your application process. Okay, so make sure you read through the website. Like I always say, if you want to apply for a scholarship, do the research, check what they are looking out for, what they want in a candidate, and then apply. Remember that this scholarship is a need-based scholarship, and you will need to prove to the examiner that you actually need a scholarship and you cannot afford to study in the UK, right? So remember that when you are, crafting your statement of purpose, you have to craft it in such a way that it's understandable and you do not seem very, very or too desperate. Rather, you should seem like you want to contribute, to your home country, and you want to contribute to the academia, right? So you don't just sound like, okay, I don't have money, please give me the Commonwealth Scholarship. That's crazy, right? We'll be talking more about that in our scholarship, master class. You have to prove to them why they should give you the money, why they should sponsor you to study abroad. Remember that there are a lot of people that do not have the money to study abroad. It's not just you that don't have money to study abroad. So, all this we are going to be talking about in our scholarship master class. So, simple action plan for the next round, right? So, start checking the CSC website from September to October, this year, right? So, start checking. Prepare your passport, transcript, degree certificate, CV references, prepare everything, your English test, get them done, just keep them in a folder ready to launch, right? So review the 2026 eligible course. Remember, I showed you there's also a link down this this video showing you the page that will take you to the page where you check the eligible course. So make sure that your course that you want to apply for is eligible under the Commonwealth Scholarship. All right. So make sure you apply to them. So shortlist 3 to 5 universities. Apply to at least 3 to 5 universities. But remember, you can only choose one if you're selected for one university. What this tells you also is that apply for more universities and increase your chances. Right. Again, remember that if you are a part of the scholarship master class, we are going to apply to these universities, to your eligible courses for you at no extra cost. So get shortlisted to 3 or 5 universities. Apply for the ultimate scholarship masterclass today. It's just 20,000 naira, guys. It's not so much, right? We made it affordable because we are trying to help people. All right. So draft your answers early. Check how your study will impact society. Draft it early, so that you don't be caught unawares. Apply immediately once the next round opens, because application window is very short and a lot of people are applying. So apply really, really early so that you can stand a chance. Remember, it is a need-based scholarship and it could be first come, first serve. Okay, so useful links. These are some of the links that the Commonwealth Scholarship Application Portal. The link is there. Commonwealth approved university and approved courses. Links also below the description of this video. Thank you very much for staying with me till the end. This was a very long video. You can watch the second video here on how to apply to the Sharing Scholarship, and I will see you in the next one. Do not forget to register for the Ultimate Scholarship Masterclass so that we can give you more on how to apply to scholarship and how to win scholarships, how to optimize your document, how to write a killer statement of purpose, how to get more links, how to search for scholarship. We're going to give you links that you don't need to start jumping all around the internet, direct links to help your scholarship journey even better and easier. Okay, so Thank you for staying with me till now. I'll see you in the Scholarship Masterclass. Bye.